Please, just a moment. My name's DJ Carter, by the way.
Hi, DJ. Good to meet you.
Good. You got a good view? Okay. All right, this is DJ Carter. We're down here at the Palmdale City Hall going over the partnership meeting that you had here today. Is that correct?
Right.
And some of the questions that I have for you, from this point on, what steps do you feel would be there to accomplish the Film Commission goals? I mean, if you were to walk out of here today and you had to do something specific, what would that one step be to start other things that would go from there?
Well, I think we need to be able to show the industry that our process is as efficient and simple as possible, which it is. I think that we also need to know that our local vendors need to have an opportunity to provide their services to the industry when they come up here, and they want to be sure they're marketed as having this capability. So as a city, that's where I think it's important to put that together. In the city of Palmdale, there's an added element of visitors. We want our visitors to know that we have the amenities, not only in Palmdale, but the entire Antelope Valley and in the county. So there's a visitors/film effort is what we're working on in the city of Palmdale, but I believe it will work very nicely with what the city of Lancaster is doing.
And how would you affect that?
Well, I think next month, we will review not only where Jeff McNeil has gone with the film office in Lancaster, where Barbara LaFata in the city of Palmdale is moving her effort, and both of them have established or are working to establish a way for our communities to have confidence that the industry knows about our film locations, they know about our accommodations, they know about our amenities, they know about our services, and that's really and let them choose the location where they want to film, and from that they'll have a complete history of everything the Antelope Valley has to offer.
Okay. Another one would be, what steps do you feel could affect the cooperation between the two cities?
Well, I think that if you really look at the areas that the cities have been working together on, you'll find much more cooperation than disagreement. You see it in air quality, water use, drainage. You're seeing it in transportation. You're seeing it in economic development. You're seeing it in our parenting approach to people in both cities. The only areas that we don't necessarily cooperate on is sales tax generation, because we depend on those monies to finance our cities. So that's the real point of contention, but yet it gets probably the most ink. And there are people that do like to fuel that as here's a reason why the Antelope Valley is not working together, but that's not true. And if those people would actually get involved and find out what it is that they're talking about, they'll find that there's much more cooperation than not. But yet, that's a product of 6 years of working together.
So if you were to get the commission together here, and just as the same as Lancaster as here, you would actually, the two of you would be considered subdivisions of one entity for the Film Commission. Is that what you're trying to put about?
Absolutely. I think that what you could find is you may have a regional partnership in the film industry where you'd have either a joint powers agreement or some type of way to facilitate a single point of contact. Yet both communities be well represented with information for industry and suppliers and vendors.
Okay, in a quick reference to the Welfare to Work program, what is the City of Palmdale doing to help initiate the guidelines that are behind scale for this program?
Well, actually, it's the college that really has the task of training this Welfare to Work program. The County of Los Angeles, through the JPA that we've developed as far as one-stop job development, that is going to be our contribution to the Welfare to Work. We need to equip our employees to go to work. We need to train them, and that's where the college is coming from, but we also need to be able to create jobs. So once they're trained, they have a place to work, and that's what the regional partnerships task is. But we have been working very well together as far as this Welfare to Work as of today, and I think you heard a little bit about it earlier about our cooperation. We've got a working team, so I think we're ahead of it. However, I think there is a question: where are the jobs going to come from? You've got a lot of people that are going to be entering the workforce. Where are they going to work? And we've got to figure that out. No, we're still not there yet.
Yeah. Basically, if that isn't figured out within a year or two's time, we're going to see our crime rate go way up. So do you have a specific goal or time period that you are working at to get in specific main industries to come into the area that can facilitate these jobs for when these people have to get off welfare and on to work?
Well, actually, you're looking at a statewide issue because the state has established the guideline of welfare to work in, I believe it's 18 months. The state's got a huge problem. I have a feeling that people are going to go where they can find the support services that they need. Maybe they won't find it in California. I don't necessarily equate welfare to crime. When this country went through the worst depression it's ever seen, we didn't see the wave of crime like we do today. I think it's a combination of a lot of factors. But certainly our task, as well as every other county in the state, is going to be to find work for these people that we're training. We don't have an answer for that, but our job is to try to develop the best approach we can as an Antelope Valley.
Okay. Now the last question deals with the Brown Act that was brought up by the mayor of Lancaster. Now it is true that you can't have a meeting going on outside your jurisdiction. However, you can have a mayor or someone of the city council to visit on the council meetings of another council outside of your district. Is there a possibility that that might come into effect for the two cities to maybe help with some cooperation between the two towns?
I don't know. I think the regional partnership probably functions in a very positive manner for the Antelope Valley. We're able to discuss issues, make recommendations to our councils. The need to participate in their discussion, I would go to testify in support of a particular effort, but I'm not necessarily there to convince their council on what's in their best interest. That's the product of the council of the respective city. I think what we have works pretty good. We've accomplished quite a bit, and I think the thought today was maybe we need to market more of the successes instead of allowing the people that only focus on negative things to get away with that.
So while we're here, what are some of the successes that you can state out? I do know of the enterprise zone, but I know there are other things too, and it was just generally referenced that there was other things that have come about. What are some of those things that have come about?
The Air Quality Management District is a big item. I think the X-33, there's a regional effort. We'd be able to bring the X-33 program to the Antelope Valley. I think you saw an effort for flood control countywide. That wasn't successful, but again, at least we were able to bring something forward for people to consider. I think you're seeing our job training, our one-stop job development up here in the Antelope Valley, bringing assets from the county to be utilized here at the local level is a major accomplishment. Again, the PH Fanis report really pulled about 90% of our agenda we developed 5 years ago has been accomplished as of today. So now we have a new strategic plan that we're circulating for comment, and hopefully we can get agreement. As an Antelope Valley, this is going to be our new agenda. We're going to work, and hopefully we'll get 90% of that. So, the goal is to be able to respond to things as a regional body and make recommendations back to our respective cities.
Thank you very much. And these regional partnership meetings are open to the public, so you can come down at any time. They are mentioned, I believe, in the newsletters, aren't they, for each chamber? You can find out exactly which location. They rotate Palmdale, Lancaster each meeting. So you can always come down, call your chamber, and find out when the next meeting is. I believe the next one's January 20th.
Right.
So if you want to get involved, this is the time to get involved. Okay. All right. Zoom out.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Good to meet you.
You too.